Hi guys, now that you've finished the week, it's time to take all of the work we did on Monday and Wednesday and put it together into one paragraph. The first thing we need to do is to go back to day 2 and find your topic sentence, and the easiest way to do this, guys, is to copy and paste. So I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to hold down my left finger, and I'm going to use my right finger to click and drag. Then I'm going to hit Control C to copy, and I'm going to go back to day 3. Now I'm going to hit Control V to paste. So Control C copies, Control V pastes. If this is too hard for you, you can also just go back and forth and just retype what you already wrote. There's no point in starting over from scratch. You already did the work the other day. Now you just have to put it all together. So first we wrote our topic sentence, but we don't want our conclusion in here yet because, well, we're not done writing the paragraph. A concluding sentence is for the conclusion. So we need to go back to day 1, and now we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to copy all of these sentences. The easiest way to do this is to do it one at a time. Copy, Control C, go back to day 3, Control V. Okay, now we're going to do it again. Control C, Control V. Make sure you have a space right here. I know it's hard to see, but right here, right in between your period and your first letter of your second or your third sentence, make sure there's a space there. Okay? All right, now let's go back to day 1 again because we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more sentences to go. Ready? Control C. I'm going to put a space in right now. Space. Control V. Now I remember to have my space. Now let's do it again. Control C. And, oh, there's already a space there, so I don't need to do it. Control V. Back to day 1. Control C. Control V. I'm making sure I have that space. Almost done. One more. Control C, Control V. Now, we're almost done. We only have one more thing to add to this. We're done with day 1. We copied all of our sentences. You already spent all that hard work on those sentences. You're done with them. You don't need to redo them. Now, let's go back to day 2. And we need to find our concluding sentence, our closing sentence. So I'm going to do the same thing. Ready? Control C. And I'm going to hit Control V. And I'm done. Or am I? There's only one more thing we need to do. By the way, it's okay if you leave any coloring in here. But if you'd like to get rid of it, the easiest way to do that is to do the same thing we've been doing. Highlight everything inside of your text. Make it all blue like that. Go back to this highlighting tool right here and click None. And look what happens. It all goes away. You can also make the font slightly larger, but we don't want it any bigger than 12, please. No bigger than 12. There's only one more thing we need to do. We need to do something called indenting. Indenting means we're starting a new paragraph. The easiest way to do indenting is to hit the Tab button. T-A-B. Take a second and look on your keyboard and see if you see a letter T followed by an A followed by a B. Tab. Just tap the word tab. And look what happens. It automatically does it for you. If you can't find the Tab button, you can also hit the space about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will also work. Make sure you've indented. Now, last step, reread it. Make sure it makes sense to you. Is there any other details that you would like to add in? Are there any words that are misspelled? Look, you can find a misspelled word really easily. If it's underlined in red like that, that means it's not spelled right. All you have to do is go to Tools, click Spelling and Grammar. Oops, Spelling and Grammar. Then very carefully move over here to where it says Spelling and Grammar Check. And look, it'll bring up the correct word for you. Click Accept, and it will change it for you automatically. Then it tells me the rest of my document looks good. That's it. When you're done with your paragraph, don't forget to click the Turn In button at the end. Thanks for writing the paragraph with me. See you next week.